Umuntu wesifazane nengane, you need to come down a bit with your standards. You need to come down a bit. You need to be more realistic, because that's the thing. Men are more realistic about themselves than women. You ask a man to rate himself out of 10, he's going to be more realistic. You ask a woman to rate herself out of 10, way, jelly to 10 out of 10. Slap umuntu 3 out of 10. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Angjalo umuntu esifazane ongashadanga oney'ngane eziwu-2 with different baby daddies, but you're busy rating yourself 10 out of 10. You're a joke, my sister. You're a joke.
Abantu besifazane who've got 3 different kids from 3 different baby daddies. Guess what? That woman is a mother. Labantu besifazane, oh mama. And for you, the sad part about it is that is something you are never going to hear anybody say about you. A woman, a mother. But continue drinking your tea. I also don't want to be out of line. I just needed to remind you. Uguti, mother and woman, that is something nobody will ever say about you.
We are on our way aligning chaku chaku, then shortcut nankusis dudu patum. It says a lot about yourself, what you're trying to hide behind that makeup, that weave, and all those painted nails. To reintroduce myself, I'm an arts practitioner, and part and parcel of my work is that I offer adult beginners dance classes. I use dance as a tool to heal, to create a recreational space, and to offer a safe space that people aren't body shamed. And interestingly, I just have big women coming to my classes. I watched your videos more than 3 times, and I was appalled to see another woman body shaming, body bashing, and killing all this work that we are trying to do, which is healing people within. And women, men and women can have preferences, but the moment when you start body shaming, that's where the problem starts. In short, you're sad.
Sawubona wengane yakwethu. Kusawuyena umazukula lo angakazi ukuyeka dalezo ngoba wena yabo wena ubaza abantu wena ususiphoqile ukuthi wena sikudaluleke thina ukuthi wena uba thina esikwaziyo. Mina one of the few people who know you. Ngazi usisi wakho, ngazi uma wakho, ngazi ngisho uma wakho wakukhulisa. I know you mina yeso. Wena wazalwa indoda wena. Wazalwa umuntu wesilisa. Ingakho uyitshela ukuthi uyaqualifya ukuze la TikTok uzokhulumela amadoda ngoba vele nawe uyindoda wadecide ukuphikisana nemvelo kaNkuluNkulu wadecide ukuthi wena uzozenza umuntu wesifazane uthe usuzenzile kumuntu wesifazane to the best of your ability. You then decided ukuthi your next mission or project was to be degrading women. Uhambile wena wayo report ivideo yami that was calling you to order. What when I was harassing and bullying you? What about le bullying? Wena ukhulume ngoma bengane wena. What abana right ukuyirate 10 out of 10. Kusho wena ndoda mfazi wena kusho wena uyibona ukuthi ngoba wena uzalwa indoda wayiphendula umfazi usunegunya lokudicelela phansi abantu besifazane because clearly kusho ukuthi unenkinga nokuthi awusoze waba umuntu wesifazane awusoze waba umuntu wesifazane ophelele ngoba awusoze waba nesibeletho wena usizondela ukuthi wena wawufisa ukuthi uNkulunkulu akudala umuntu wesifazane wangakwenza lokho. Usuyekileke manje oma bengane usukhuluma ngezidudla ubuza izidudla ukuthi ubani othazi azibe izidudla wena uba wathamba oyishintsha uthi uzalwe umfana nhlanhla wasemachisini ubani owake wakubuza ngamhla uyishintshile kubeni umfana uphikisene nemvelo kaNkuluNkulu uphikisene nendalo kababa uNkulunkulu wahamba wena wayoyishintsha wazenza umfazi. Namhlanje thina simelene nawe la TikTok usitshela ukuthanda kwakho uma nathi sesiphendula uyahamba uyosireporta ka TikTok for harassment and bullying. Kade usiqalile usibullisha nje thina singasho lutho. Wazwela manje mase kuza ngakuwena Nhlanhla. If you really were a qualified matchmaker or life coach, you would know ukuthi i-coach ayidicilela abantu phansi. Udicilela abantu phansi, uyabhulisha, wenza ukuthanda kwakho. But when you are a qualified matchmaker, a qualified life coach, you are very unprofessional for someone who's qualified to be a life coach. Awunabuntu, awunazwelo. Kodwa mase kumele sikuphendule wena uyazwela usuyi-victim. Kahle wena.
Yabona siswami kunamajida ukuthola ukuthi ujola nomuntu oyedwa ufocus kuyena kuphela akasheli umuntu eceleni. Yabona lowo muntu loyo uyayiphenya ifone umuntu esifazane because usuke azi ukuthi lowo muntu esifazane bangasathi letha la yakho nawe ifone ngibo uzofica ngekho lutho phakathi. Yabona thina esizaziyo ukuthi asikho msulu asibuyeshele. Asithinti ifone umuntu esifazane ngoba siyazi ukuthi mangasathi letha la nawe yakho shintshana uthathe yami nami ngithathe yakho. Ayo ngabhidlika loyo muzi. Ngaphandle ke mawukuthi mhlawumbe khona into isolayo noma usumbonile noma usuzwile ngomuntu ukuthi khona umuntu anokubonana naye ngasese hayi ke siyakwazi ke lapho ukuthi wena letha la le phone ngibheke yabo otherwise nje masingasoli lutho asiyithinti ngoba siyazazi ukuthi asikho msulu.
A lot of you ladies are offended by the message from Nonnie. You are offended because it's a reminder of some of the stupid decisions that some of you might have made in the past. You are offended because it reminds you that when you go on a date with a new guy, you can't hide your 2 kids by different baby daddies under the bed indefinitely. Because you understand that they are a part of your life that you cannot run away from, a part of your life that you cannot change. It is because you can't change that part about your life that you become violent and non-responsive to acknowledging reality as it was presented to you by Nonnie. A lot of you guys understand that on a first date you don't mention the fact that you have children because you understand the high probability that this man might never want to see you on a second date. 7 out of 10 men are actually not willing to become stepfathers, but 3 out of 10 men are willing to become stepfathers. That's what Nonnie meant by you being a 3 out of 10. But you deliberately decided to misinterpret her and only attribute the message to your inherent value. Whether you're a woman with 10 kids, 6 kids, 0 kids, all women have the same equal value on this planet. But that value is not going to be the same towards a man that wants to be in a serious relationship with you or wants to marry you. A lot of men are not willing to become stepfathers. So that's what makes you a 3 out of 10. It means that 30% of the male population is willing to actually wife you up or be in a long-term relationship with you. That's why you become violent, because unfortunately you can't change the statistic. You can't change the fact that you already have kids by 2 different baby daddies. The same thing can be said about men when you tell them that they have small penises, or that they are 2-minute noodle guys, or that they are short. It's because they become violent to these things when you remind men of these things, because it's parts of themselves that they cannot change. You can't change the fact that you have a small penis or that you are short. Fortunately, you can change the fact that you are a
so besikhuluma lo dodo okhulumayo sendaba nalokho uhlezi uyema vele hayi sikhulume awubeka nalokho umshiphansi akuhlwa naleli tiye loliyeke ngoba lo lekushayisa ngezululwane ke manje lombhemi wasikhulume kwenzani la kwena asaba noma nesiphongo esikhuluma nesiphongo esincane yile ecela wena ngithi kwenzakalani la angifuni ukukhuluma indaba ye-makeup ngisala kwenzakalani ngapha
Sanibonani guys, my name is Samgelo Gianni, a student from Sefako Makgatho Health Sciences University, that's popular known as Medunsa. So eMedunsa kulo nyaka bengenza i-module ebizwa nge-psychology. So under psychology besifunda nge-human behavior. So ngiyaphi nale nkulumo yami kunale video esiculator le video ka life coach, marriage counselor, matchmaker, Sis Nonnie. So Sis Nonnie is known for bashing women, for body shaming women, which is not something that's good, because there's no way women would not love themselves if they are still raising people abafana nami who make it to Medunsa, who make it to greater heights. Then you tell women to lower their standards. How and why? Makusana abantu abakwazi ukufundisa ingane zize zifike emavasithi bengama single parents, then you tell them to lower their standards. That's not it. Never that, actually. So here's the thing. Kuvelile ke by usis Mazugula ukuthi Sis Nonnie is actually a transgender woman. woman. So she grew up as a male, but then due to gender identity, and identity, matters, she then became a woman by the process of transgender, and which is not something that we are against. However, we are making it hard for us as the LGBTQI plus community members to go out there and campaign for the community, to go out there and sensitize knowledge about the community, because now you are bashing women, now you are body shaming women, and women out there are gonna be now hating women for what you doing, for what you are doing. What I mean to say is women out there are gonna hate transgender women because of you. You are making it hard to go out there and talk about the LGBTQI plus community. You are making it hard for us to teach people to unlearn behaviors amabi LGBTQI plus community if you keep on saying such things. To Sis Mazula, you did nothing wrong. Inkinga esinayo la is uSis Nonnie, who's gonna exacerbate chances of the LGBTQI plus members being murdered because of you. And let me just state it clearly. An eye for an eye, guys. There was no way Sis Mazugula was not gonna retaliate, degrade her as a woman. There was no way. So it's a fair game, an eye for an eye. Songeso. And to you, Sis Nonnie, I love you dearly, but you need to deal with your inferiority complex. Let me diagnose you quick. You are suffering from inferiority complex and you're overcompensating with the wrong people.
Unyanisile lo. Xa esithi you need to be realistic. Unyanise kakhulu bandazi. Loo nto kudala ndimfuna ndimkhangela ndimfumene. You need to be realistic. Unyanisile. But ke ngoku where do we get i-advice yoba realistic? From her? Kaloku ayikwazi. Okokuqala loo ndiyamsola uba ingathi ngomnye wethu qha wahamba wayotshintsha ke nake wafakela imfanelo. But ke ngoku makabe realistic apha, masiqale apha kule ndawo ukuza so ndiyi-make up artist mna nam bethunani, but apha ayikakabi yiyo laa nto leya. Kurongo bandazi. So wena qala fanele kube realistic ngobuso bakho before you tell other people to be realistic about their lives. Yayiva ke ngosiqala phi ne? Kurheseg ebusweni. You can't go around telling people to be realistic, and you're telling people to be realistic on things that don't concern you. Ngenaphi bantwaneni abayi-2 bayi-3 bayi-4 uyabondla, uyabazi bafike njani khona. Ngenaphi, where do you enter? Khawube ne-content engathi ingcono, and kuthiwa uyi-life coach. I wonder sesipesi isikolo ubuye kuso, and just imagining aba bantu bacoachayo naba sewubacoachile ba what they going through now. Yo hayi sana, you need to coach wena self. A woman bashing other women and then call themselves a life coach. Rubbish and dust. Ayisuka. Ntombazana. Ntombazana. Funa into kwenza man, funa something. Zininzi into onothetha ngazo. Eyokuqala endiku-advise yona, funa i-makeup artist mntasekhaya izokubonisa how to do i-face beat, because i-face nyongo le uyenzileyo, i-face barbarizer, i-face footek le uyenzileyo sa yikaka nje yobuso. And to think of it, I think besiza kumamela singabahlali, but ke ngoku ngenxa yobubuso bakho nale nto uyenzileyo apha ndingayazi noba ndizayibiza ndithi yintoni, awumameleki and asoze sukuthathe serious tu. Ngolungisa phaa then ubuye ke uzosixelela uba sithini ke ngabantwana bethu. Qala apha sisi, apha.
Women with children should actually be raising their standards, because most of these single mothers left their relationships because they realized how low their standards were and how they were accepting breadcrumbs. And yes, just like I chose him, yes, I take full accountability. You best believe I will choose the next. As a matter of fact, the decision of choosing the next is much more important than the ex. Because you now understand, Uguti, I have a reference. I know what failed, what didn't work. Now imagine me choosing lower than that. What am I teaching my children? What am I teaching my daughters? I am teaching them to further drop the bar because things did not go the way I wanted them to go or the way I had hoped that they would go. So I need to drop the bar. What am I teaching my son? I am teaching them that it is okay to give a woman below bare minimum standards, especially if she has brought life into this world. And it has never made sense to me how someone who brings life into this world ends up being taught her value depreciates. It should actually be the opposite. Then you speak of asking me to rate myself. You are asking me to rate myself. I say to you, I am a 10. You say to me, no, you are a 3. That is you. That is what you are saying. But you asked me. Now you have a problem with my answer. I don't know if you're an actual, like a real life coach or whatever it is. But I think you need to take a break. Because we are speaking of breaking generational curses. We are here trying to make better decisions for ingane zethu. But wena ufuna ukusibuyisela emuva sis. You're a life coach at that. I'm beyond disappointed. I am just ngikhathele, and the sad thing is that it's December. And it's been such a rough year. But we come onto this app now and we are constantly having to defend ourselves. Kanti nisifunani, nisibangisani. And the men who are in your comment section, like, tell them the truth. In nalu abantu abanengane.
Wena ubani othe qhubeka ufake ibonding idudla ifaka ama frontal ngoDecember. Uzitshiftisa uyisemuva Nkosi yami usivezele ikhethini le baby hair. Cha futhi akuyona ne baby hair, ikhethini le adult hair. Cha coach, asina umona, kulungile. Qhubeka, hayi qhubeka coach. Kulungile. Bye.
Yes, Sithando Sam. A mother of 2 or 3 from different fathers is still a 10 out of 10. Minus nothing, baby. Usay yona yonke into angayenza. I-worth yomuntu is not defined by ukuthi usenengane engaki. Ukuba nengane akuwehlisi iveli yakho as umuntu wesifazane. Njengoba nomuntu wesilisa nje iveli yakhe ukuthi unengane engamehlezi. So angazi point lakho lithini and liyapi, but ladies out there, noma unengane ezu-16 noma zingaki iveli yakho nje isayiyona. When you know your worth, you know your worth. Whatever you want, you deserve it. So ungazehlisa ama-standards wakho just because wena usuzele, just because they think mhlawumbe usu-2 out of 10, you still 10 out of 10, baby. Kuzisholo wena, ngeke wehlise omunye umuntu. Ngeke kufike umuntu la azokujaja kutshela ukuthi wena ubani. Muzazi nje your worth.
Wena usazi wena. Ngiyakuzwa ukhuluma ngamadoda, awazi amadoda. They don't call us dogs for nothing. Hey, abasibiza izinja for nothing. Yazi indoda bayinikeza ipeace, bayinikeza ucasi, bayinikeza imali, bayithengele imoto. Ichite. Yabona inja uyiphakele uze uyithengele ngisho uyigezise. But still yophuma. Amadoda izinja, believe you me. So peace nesex doesn't mean ukuthi indoda izohlala. Is it hey thina asazi kwathina ukuthi sifunani, ngizokutshela ke. Thina asazi ukuthi sifunani.
Firstly, I don't want any woman to ever listen to this lady and think that they should drop their standard at any time or any form. Do not listen to a person that looks like a chicken that got caught in the rain and think that they are the voice of what you should and shouldn't be. Having a child does not drop your standard. Having a child does not change you. Or Sissy can't even choose or decide whether she wants a fringe, baby hair, or adult hair. Or maybe she has another fringe on top of another one. Otherwise, to make that simple decision. And yet here she is telling women how and when to drop their standards, because men that have come into her consultation room or whatever she uses have told her this. And you yourself, being a woman, saw it fit to say, you know what, actually, I don't care that I'm a woman, I'm also going to diss women. Your mom had you, ne? I am so certain her value did not drop. So why is it that you feel the need to think that other women's value should then drop purely because they have had kids? The thing is, you guys keep placing responsibility on having kids and managing families on women. A woman can only get pregnant once in a 9-month cycle. A man can impregnate a person every single day for 9 months. And yet you want to place the value and restrictions on women, and you let men run wild. I am so sure you don't tell the men that walk into your rooms the same thing, that they should drop their standards because they've impregnated 3 women in the past year. You don't say that. And you know why you don't say that? You're a pick-me. You are a pick-me, Siswam. And I don't care what you say, whether you see this video or not, is completely up to you. But when you're a pick-me and you think that vilifying women is going to get you clientele, any man that is engaged positively with this type of comment, if you see your man, your brother, uncle, relative, whatever, and they have responded positively to the videos that this lady has posted about women, that man is dangerous. Let me tell you that, and it's just that simple. Mawukuthi umbonile nje umuntu wakho or umuntu omaziyo lapho, suka kuyena. Lo muntu akakuboni as umuntu njengalo sisi lo, yena osezikhohle ukuthi yena self uusisi umama, and she's also being looked at in the same lens. Change the narrative. Stop degrading women. Stop trying to bring down women and put it as content. It is not content. Breaking down a woman can never be content in my eyes. But for now, Sissy, I think you have bigger challenges in your life, like choosing or deciding whether here you want baby hair, adult hair, or a fringe, because you have it all right now, and it's not working, unfortunately.
Awuyeke lento esibiza ngawuzibize njengokuthi uyiphukuphuku matchmaker. Hayi lento oyibizayo. Uyathanda ukukhulumela amadoda ungendoda. Kokuqala wehlisa sesibethu isimilo, kwesibili wehlisa abantu esibathandayo isimilo. Lalela. Ake ngikuhlebele mhlamba ulazi uthando nawazi inkanuko. Lalela. Kunomehluko phakathi kokuthanda nokukhanuka. Into oyithandayo uyithanda the way ingakhona. But into oyikhanukayo uyikhanuka the way ufuna ukuyithola ngakhona. So lalela ke sesiwami. Awuvele uyeke lo msebenzi owenzayo ngoba ngathi ayikho lento. Uzibiza ngecoach. Coach enjani ediscourage abantu abafika egamini. Uyicoach enjani etshela abantu ukuthi abana talent, abana next. Uyicoach enjani ediscourage abantu ukuthi bangafisi ukufika la bafuna ukufika khona. Bangabi neconfidence yala bafuna ukufika khona. Bangabi neself esteem yala bafuna ukufika khona. Lalela mama, angizami ukwakha icontent yami ngawe. Ngina 2K wama followers before ngizokuphendula. Ngina 2K, hayi man ngathi ngiyakudlalisa. Ngifuna ukutshela ngina 12,000 followers before ngizokuphendula. So lalela sesiwami, cela uyeke le career oyenzayo ngoba ngathi uhlanganisa abantu aba right nabantu aba wrong. Uhlanganisa abantu aba wrong nabantu aba right. Lalela. Indoda iyakwazi ukuhunta, indoda iyakwazi ukudla ishiya. Ngenzeka nje ubhizi udayisa bosesibethe emadodeni angazazi ukuthi afunani because azadinga wena nje because kwawona awazazi ukuthi afunani. Awanabudoda labantu basizayo. Abanasimilo, abanasithunzi labantu basiza. Kahle kahle basiza abafana abadala. Basiza nje ukuthi Nkosi yami mane bathole la bazothola khona. Lalela sesiwami. Iyeke lento yakho. Ayikho. Uvele uyeke njengoba ayikho. Enhle futhi sengathi bangakuphuca le komisho iphuzayo. Le tiyo liphuzayo ngoba ngiyawathi akusitiya liphuzayo. Ngathi uphuza inyawo or uphuza iwonga. Because in fact whatever that you're saying is wrong. Namhlanje ngithethe nje isuku lami lonke dedicated ukuthi ngibukele ama video yakho, ngilandele icontent yakho, ngifuna ukuthi ukhuluma into enengqondo yini. Ngabona ukuthi no man, awideserve follower yami. So ngayi retriever. In fact umuntu onengqondo akadeserve ukufollowisha wena. Umuntu ozazi ukuthi ufunani empilweni akadeserve ukulandelana nawe. because mfethu awuyena ucoach wena, awuyena nje ucoach, angazi ukuthi uyini. Secondly, ukhuluma into abantu abafuna ukuyizwa, ukhuluma iqiniso because awunaqiniso kwawena, awul understand iqiniso kwawena. Sokuqala la wafundisa ukuthi amadoda esilonga nemali kumele abe yifebe, kumele abe amasoka. Isoka lamanyala mfethu, lalela. Indoda enobudoda iyazi ukuthi whatever iyenzayo kwayo iyenza ngesivumelwano nokubonisana nomfazi wayo. Mangabe sidinga umamncane la ekhaya, umfazi uzosho ukuthi baba sengicela ungilamise ngoba ngathi ngiyahluleka ukwenza 1 no 2 no 3, cela umsizo ozongisiza kulokhu nalokho. Hayi lento yakho ekhulumayo awusucoach mfethu.
Hey, fire! I already tabishem. Nonnie, how are you? My love, tell me, did you actually get the validation you were looking for by posting that video? Honestly, because I don't understand. I mean, like, what inspired you to post that video? You know, I went through your comment section and I see it's fire and I see people coming at you. So now, my love, I'm not gonna come at you. I actually don't do that. I'm actually not gonna come at you and be bashful. That's way beneath me. So now I thought, you know what? Let me give Nonnie some advice. Tell me, or Aussie, because I'm not even sure. But let me give Nonnie some advice. I realized that as I was reading your comment section, the validation that you were looking for, or the kind of guys that you thought would give you validation, didn't. My love, the kind of guys that you were looking for, the so-called high-value men, top-tier men, they're not on TikTok. They don't subscribe to such content. So I suggest, my babe, you change your platform. But even if you do, and even if you find them, they don't subscribe to your opinion. I mean, how low can one get? How low can you get to actually try and bring down another woman instead of fixing her crown? Did we hurt you? Or did a single mother hurt you? Because if they did, I'm sorry, I'd like to apologize on their behalf, because clearly we are not horrible people. Or did we insult you by being so comfortable in our own skin and so confident that we have high standards? Baby girl, take it from a single mother of 2 boys, 17 and 8, double degreed, successful in her own right, doing well at work, and is an MBA candidate. I don't need any validation from a guy. And damn well my standards are very high. I'm 10 over 10 minus nothing. I'm hot. And listen, I'm not going to lower my standards because, Wayna, you assume just because I've got 2 kids and just because I've got a relationship that didn't work out, that I'm not worth top tier men. Baby girl, don't impose your insecurities on us. Wait. Elizabeth, you see the kind of guys that you are looking for validation from don't subscribe to your opinion. So I suggest you stop being a pygmy and actually change your content. And from someone who regards herself as a relationship coach, I damn well will not come to you for advice. Cease just for likes. Leave single mothers alone. It's enough. This narrative is sickening and it's getting tired. Stop it. Stop it. Cease.
Nane ke kopa fela go lempontse motho I one fela a coachwang ke Nonnie. Nna ke kopa ke re ba ke coach Nonnie, ke kopa lempontse motho I one a coachwang ke Nonnie or couple a one Nonnie a thotse mathata a teng right a coachang lona di client tsa Nonnie a wa lona commenta mola ko mo comment section le re jetse mo gae coach Nonnie o sharp la understand re tlo le go jaja ngwana mo because Nonnie engwane o coach mang wena o coach ya mang wena Nonnie o coach ya mang guys nna ke re mpontsheng motho I want a coachwang ke Nonnie ke batla bona something ke batla phone ya ka ya bawa Nonnie le phone ya ka e tshuile ntwana ke kopa bona motho
a tseba ke thabile jwang we Nonnie e re go jese ke thabetseng Nonnie ebile go reka wine my favorite wine wa di bona ke tsela di wine but ha hona le ke tlo enwa Nonnie ke batla wine ela ya ka ile ke tla re cheers to Queen Lee ya Nonnie e re go botse hobane ning dintho tsela tse ne ke di bona go di commenting tsa ka le di commenting tsa batho ba bang ha ntse ba di bantse ba helang tlola noni e kile ya ba noni e kile ya ba ya ba neng ke ntse ke re ha batho bana ko bane fela ba sa dumelane le wena noni jwale ba eta ba kenya mablomo ba itse ka ga ba tseba jwale noni ke thotse dikarabo ke di thotse ko wena noni mpotse why hobane ning noni ha ke le mosadi ke le tjenana ke le queenly nkeke ka emela mona ya ba ke tseba ntho tse banna ba di batlang ke se monna le banna ha ba ka ba re ela thiba ka mo noni ya ba ke ntse ke re fela banna ba batla ka saitena banna ba batla tjena le tjena jwale noni o provile batho bana right ko nna noni jwale o nthabisitse ya noni that's why ke re today ke tlo nwa wine ena ka ba ka hara loto ya noni wa mpona ke motle jwang ebile ha ke na le di-baby what ha ke na di-baby what ha ke na ntho tsela tse pinki ha ke na le makeup noni wa mpona go ke jwang ke tjenana ya noni to show hore ke a tseba re ke se ke na to the department jwale now ke understand why are you working so hard because ha se gale o join department ena ya rona yena ya rona enana jwale ha o kene department ena ya rona ngwane se re go jwetse competition is too high phala le rona sa le ntse re tsepame re le department ena competition ya ka mo ke re thata now jwale you are here strategy you have to work hard to show hore ke noni ke fihlile jwale you are working hard hore o thole bana be leng hore le rona ra ba batla ya ke re jwale rona ka bana re tsepame ra tseba gona re eme hodima eng ha rona re bereke ka thata re bua ka rona gobane ra tseba re basadi re batla eng ha re bue ha re ntse re banna because azang re tle re be banna ha ke tsebe nkutlwile hantle noni ya ke re jwale noni ke utlwile hantle hore na ba reng ebile batho ba le ba community-leng ka mola ba nkentse hore Saturday ya ka di monate go reka my favorite one e sentse na wa di bona tsela e sentse la kaofela
ya kumuntu wesifazane obeka iblush la siyakhontorisha la blush apple of the cheeks ke ngiseza lo baby hair yakhe dedela umzimba manca
yazi Nhlanhla mhlambe sekubize ngegama lakho la ngempela you've caused chaos, you've messed it up, you've gave a wrong representation of transgender women, not only just transgender women but the LGBTQI community holistically. And I pray that South Africa does not even consider you as an example because you've shown unnecessary and false hate for women. I'm puzzled. I've got transgender friends, and which I hate labeling them like that because it's unnecessary. And I stood and I watched people speak illfully because I initially staged your video, and because you stopped us you stopped us from stitching your videos because you can't stand the heat. And watch people speak illfully about transgender women, and it's not nice. It is not nice at all. I do not understand how do people live with themselves to go on social platforms and say and speak illfully about other people. You've gave a wrong impression. A very wrong one. And what's sad of it all is that good or bad publicity is publicity at the end of the day. And that's why people sometimes just do disgenius things at times. And I sit here and I'm thinking in my head, why? Are you proud now? Are you happy? Are you proud? The whole South Africa is now Koni, transgender, man, daughter, male, shim, and it's not nice words, nor a nice representation of what the LGBTQI is trying to do, which is to unlearn. And unlearning is not the most easiest thing. To unlearn wrong narratives about sexual orientation and self-being. Angiyiqondi into yakho. And looking at your profile, you had beautiful content and you had a following and you just killed it. I know a lot of people that have lost jobs and work opportunities because of one stupid video on social platforms. I hope wherever you are proud of yourself.
Ya kuyaxaka phela mase kune outcry ngaka makhona umuntu okhuluma iqiniso angihlale nina nithi indoda must manicabanga thina siyathanda ungabe nayo imoto manicabanga thina siyathanda ungabe nazo izisenkulu siba namathende ANC so mase nithola umuntu ozotshela iqiniso bese niyaqala la nizoyikhalisa la lo sisi uqinisile uma unengane ezothunje especially kubaba bangafani akufanele uyijisise okwejeje okwevirgin. Yes, angisho ukuthi hamba uyisaphaza kubantu but nje niphapha kakhulu nini. Qiniso nje niyaphapha kodwa manje nani nama mistake namaphutha enu kodwa nifuna thina ukuthi sinamukele namaphutha ethu. Ake maze ngikushele manje njengoba ngena imoto ngena amathende ANC uzongitshela ukuthi angiyona itype yakho. Hayi msana usibhedela la wena sisi right ukhuluma iqiniso vele ngeke bakuthande ngoba ukhuluma.
Lalela ke sisi angisiyena umuntu ojwayele ukuphikisana nabantu besifazane noma ukuqophisana nabantu besifazane kodwa le usuyiqala ngiyaxolisa ngane yakwethu ngizokutshela ngithi usuyaphapha ngathi usuthinta abanye abantu musa nje ukuqina singaqinelwa wena unyaka usuyophela ziningi kabi izinto esibhekene nazo yeke ukuqina ngane yakwethu naka lokho kunakile uneyinkinga eziningi kuneyinkinga nakini ngabe uxazulula izinkinga zakini usuzophapha manje uthinta abanye musa nje ukuqina nje ungasijwayeli kabi ungalokothi.
Awu sisinoni professional matchmaker, dating coach. Sifike kanjani la dadewethu? Uyazi ukuthi ngiyacabanga kahle kahle lempi ephakathi kwabantu besifazane ngeke iphinde iphele. Cha ngeke iziphinde iphele mayikhwezelwa nayinina ama professionals. Umlilo mawuzokhozelwa yinina nokhwezela ushisa abanye abantu besifazane nani na abantu besifazane. Manizokhwezela umlilo izikhuni zibheke ngasemadodeni ilangabi liyenga kubantu besifazane amadoda azobabona abantu besifazane abanabantwana njengabantu abangena value abantu abakwi low standard. Umuntu wesifazane onengane akusho ukuthi akaseyena umuntu wesifazane. Umuntu wesifazane onengane akusho ukuthi akasaphelele. Umuntu wesifazane onengane akusho ukuthi sekufanele azehlise downgrade njengoba wena usho ukuthi fanele bazi downgrade. Ngeke baze behlise standard sabo just because banabantwana. No. Mina ngiyabakhuthaza ukuthi usunengane akusho ukuthi sekufanele uzibhekele phansi njengomuntu wesifazane. Ukuthi usunengane akusho ukuthi sekufanele ulower your standard. Live your life mntakama. Yiba yilo muntu ofuna ukuthi ube uyena. Ozokuthanda unjalo. Ongakuthandi futhi uzokuyeka. Lento mayizokukhwezelwa yinina abantu ekuyibona abeluleki bezothando. Angazi ukuthi nibeluleka nithini. Kusho ukuthi mangabe kufika kuwena umuntu wesilisa ehamba nomuntu wesifazane onengane engayona yakhe yawuthi akamyeke. Just because akasaphelele ngalendlela wena osho ngayo. Uyawuthini? Mangabe ubeluleka mangabe uqhathanisa as a professional matchmaker uqhathanisa ukhipha image uyawuthini makufika umuntu wesifazane onengane nendoda uyawuthini kuleyo ndoda? Understand mangabe kuzoba wena umuntu wesifazane obhekisela abanye abantu besifazane phansi kodwa futhi uzibiza ngeprofessional matchmaker uzibiza ngedating coach. Iyiphi into sokuyicoacha lapho? Inini abantu ekufanele ngabe niqhuquzela uthando? Inini abantu ekufanele ngabe nibuyisa ukuzethemba kubantu besifazane? Inini ekufanele ngabe nibuyisa isithunzi sabantu besifazane njengabanye abantu besifazane? Inini ekufanele ngabe nimela abantu besifazane abangekho kuleli zinga nina nikulona so that nabo bezokhona ukuzifikisa kuleli zinga nikulona? Angi-understand siswami, angi-understand sisinoni. Ngicela ungicacisele lapho. Ngiyazi unekhono lokuphendula, ngiyazi ukuthi uzongiphendula. Mhlawumbe uzongiphendula.
Bullying did not stop. Let's talk about the transgender bullying. Let's talk about it. Next thing, hey, she's transgender, hey. Also, this transgender topic, are y'all not tired? Are you not tired? Wendy Williams at some point was being bullied and being accused of being transgender. Megan Thee Stallion at some points was accused and being called transgender. Michelle Obama was accused and being called transgender. Uncle Waffles was being accused and being called transgender. How is being transgender an insult? Someone fill me in. How is being transgender such an insult? What is so bad about being transgender? Let's say I'm transgender, right? Sure, let's say I'm transgender. How is the point that I made wrong?